In 1947, a Bedouin shepherd accidentally made a discovery that could have ended a 2,000-year debate about the reliability of the Bible. But before we get there, let me ask you a question. Many people today believe the Bible has been changed over time, words added, removed, or altered. What if I told you that scientists could finally test that claim using documents that are over 2,000 years old? For the next 15 minutes, I'll show you something that may completely change how you think about the Bible. And at the end, I'll show you a website where you can see these ancient scrolls with your own eyes. It was 1947, in the Judean desert. A young shepherd named Muhammad Ed-Deeb was looking for a lost goat. He noticed a small hole in a rock wall. Curious, he threw a stone inside. Instead of silence, he heard the sound of breaking pottery. He didn't enter immediately, he was afraid. The next day, he returned with a friend. Inside the cave, they found clay jars. And inside, ancient scrolls written on parchment, lying there for almost 2,000 years. This single accidental throw of a stone began one of the most important archaeological discoveries in history. Between 1949 and 1956, archaeologists discovered 11 caves near Qumran, each containing more fragments. In total, over 900 manuscripts were found. Among the most important discoveries was the Great Isaiah Scroll, a complete copy of the Book of Isaiah, all 66 chapters. Now here's why this is extraordinary. Imagine two copies of the same book. The first was written around 200 BC, over 200 years before Jesus. The second was written in 1008 AD, more than 1200 years later. Remember, this was long before printing presses or photocopiers. Every copy was written by hand. For centuries, critics argued that the text must have been changed in copying. So scientists compared the Great Isaiah Scroll with the Leningrad Codex, which for many years was the oldest complete copy of the Hebrew Bible. The result: 99% of the text was identical. The 1% difference, mostly spelling, small scribal errors, or alternative ways of writing the same word. No differences altered the meaning of the text. For comparison, other ancient works survive with far greater variations between manuscripts. Today, technology allows us to study the scrolls in ways ancient scholars could never imagine. Scientists use multispectral imaging, which reveals text invisible to the naked eye using ultraviolet and infrared light. DNA analysis shows which animal's skin was used for each parchment, helping piece fragments together. Radiocarbon dating confirms that many scrolls date from the 3rd century BC to the 1st century AD. Artificial intelligence helps reconstruct damaged fragments by analyzing handwriting patterns. All methods point to the same conclusion: these scrolls are authentic, extremely old, and incredibly important. For decades, access was limited to museums and researchers. Today, thanks to cooperation between the Israel Museum and Google, the scrolls have been digitized in incredible detail, up to 1200 megapixels. You can zoom in and see even the smallest ink strokes online at deadseascrolls.org.il. These discoveries show something important. First, the Bible was copied with extraordinary accuracy over more than 1,000 years. Second, science confirms the age and authenticity of these documents. Third, modern Bible translations are based on a solid historical foundation. Do differences between manuscripts make the Bible unreliable? No. Comparing many manuscripts improves accuracy. Do the Dead Sea Scrolls challenge the Bible? No. They show how certain groups interpreted Scripture, but the text itself remains unchanged. How do we know the scrolls are really that old? Independent methods confirm it. Radiocarbon dating, handwriting analysis, archaeological studies, and material analysis all agree. I visited the Museum of the Bible in Washington. I stood in front of a scroll fragment that was 2,000 years old. Not a picture, not a replica. At that moment, I realized the history of the Bible is not theory, it's tangible reality. If you ever visit Washington, seeing these artifacts is a must, not for religion, but for history itself. The Dead Sea Scrolls date from the 3rd century BC to the 1st century AD. They include some of the oldest known copies of Old Testament books. Textual comparisons show remarkable consistency over centuries. Modern technology makes the scrolls readable and analyzable today. Anyone can see them online and verify the evidence for themselves. In the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 32, Jesus said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." The Dead Sea Scrolls don't prove theology, but they do prove one thing. The biblical text was preserved with extraordinary care across centuries. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll explore how archaeology confirms events described in the New Testament.